That's my life, my life.
What's the deal? I'm Latuan. Today we're going to talk about how the mindset works to have joy in life. You know what I'm saying? How it's a mindset to obtain that joy in life. But before I go on with this entire little video, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you comment too. Holler at me, man. I definitely want to share y'all perspectives. Like, you know, please do. But I'm gonna go and get into this video today. So what we're gonna talk about is, like I said, how the mindset works when it comes to basically bringing joy into your life. So first and foremost, you have to be an individual that I'm gonna say you have to know where you want to go in life. Now, I'm gonna speak on this as from a perspective of a man. I'm not gonna speak on this from a perspective of a woman, because they have different obstacles than what we have in our life. So I can't give them, you know, definite answers on how they can overcome certain things in their life, you know, because we just have different things. But as a man, first and foremost, you have to stop being an overly emotional guy. That needs to be the first thing that you get set into your mindset, is that you gotta stop being an overly emotional individual. That's number one. Now, this does not mean be emotionally cold. Nah, you know what I'm saying? Don't go from one extreme to the next, because we all make that mistake. I even made that mistake, you know what I'm saying? I had to realize it's like, you can't just be cold, because what happens is, if you try to be cold all the time, even though as cold as you are and as much as you can withstand, you know, not having intimacy with the individual, you're still a human. So, and humans are designed to be social creatures. You see what I'm saying? So in the back of your mind, you doing this stuff or whatever, but in the back of your mind, like, you want, it ain't even gotta be anything like extreme. It's just like you would enjoy to spend time with somebody. It's just that you would rather not spend time with somebody than spend time with somebody and be doing, you know what I'm saying, nothing. Because it just feels like, shit, if I'm gonna waste time, I'm gonna waste time on my own time. You know what I'm saying? I don't wanna waste time with somebody else. But that's the first thing you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get that in your mindset. Number two things you gotta get in your mindset is you gotta realize that everybody ain't gonna like you. And initially, you know what I'm saying, coming into that understanding, it sucks. It does suck, you know what I'm saying? And that's just reality, because once again, like I just said, we're humans. We have an emotional connection, regardless of, unless you know, psychologically something is wrong up there. Psychologically, every human has some kind of connection in some form or some fashion. You know what I'm saying? We're just unconscious of it. But that happens. Number three, if you want to bring joy in your life, you gotta have something that you wake up for every day. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be living, just going to work, because you're gonna feel like you're just spinning your wheels. You know what I'm saying? Because I can attest to that personally. Because shit, who else can attest to that? Everybody works. You know, the average person works, and the average person gets up and go to work. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't doing that repetitively, especially on days where you don't feel like it. Like, that could kind of steal your joy sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta make sure your mindset is straight. If you keep your mindset straight, you still gonna have those times where you might feel a certain kind of way, but you'll be able to overcome them, and you won't end up having times where it's days, weeks, months, you know what I'm saying, and shit, where you dealing with stuff in your head. You know what I'm saying? But that's why you got to get your mindset right first. Because if you try to work on anything else, for instance, if you try to attract a lot of women first and your mindset ain't right, now, you could potentially get the women, you know what I'm saying? And by attract them, I mean either flash a lot of money, or, you know what I'm saying, show that you travel a lot or something like that. You could potentially get them, but the thing that happens when you do this is that it blocks you. It basically shuts the door off to the inner voice that you have, is because the outside voice is so it's so loud. You know what I'm saying? You dealing with 3 chicks here. You going to work, you doing all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? So whenever you do have a long time and you by yourself, you really ain't thinking too much because you probably sleep, you know what I'm saying, or doing something, you know, but you don't have enough alone time to where you have time where you well rested and you still by yourself and you got time to think, you know what I'm saying, because and that right there, that creates a barrier, and you start, that opens a wormhole, you see what I'm saying, and it seeps into your mindset. Then when you start, and when it seeps into your mindset, now you finna start going out here and trying to find every little thing, because you're never gonna be satisfied. You know what I'm saying? You always gonna want more of something. That's just the nature of, you know what I'm saying, of us being here. That's just how we are. Like, we have to tame it, or you gotta use it in a, what's the word? Productive way. You see what I'm saying? Because it's not gonna go nowhere. I don't think we can get rid of greed. I think all humans, all of us have greed. It comes in some, you know, it comes in small, it comes big. Shit, greed is eating too much and you know your stomach hurt, but it's so good, but you keep eating it. That's a form of greed. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really that small, but people don't pay attention. Just like they say, you gotta pay attention to the details in life, because that's where all the magic is. You know what I'm saying? That's where the things that will change your mindset and stuff is located. Is in the small details. It's not on the stuff that's out and loud and all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? The secrets it's a secret for a reason. You know what I'm saying? But everybody is available to the secrets, but you have to be able to shut off the outside and be in tune with your own mindset personally to then unlock that. Have the joy, you see what I'm saying, as you unlocking, because it's a process with that shit. You're not just gonna wake up one day and feel a different way. Like, it doesn't work like that. So don't get that out your head, you know what I'm saying? It's not gonna happen like that. So don't even, when you do this stuff, don't even think about it happening like that. It's a process, but you just gotta stay focused and just keep the mindset in an abundant mindset. You know what I'm saying? And don't feel like you gotta prove yourself so much to people as much, because we still gonna wanna do it a little bit, especially if you get results. Like, that's just, there's nothing wrong with that, but just don't overdo it. You know what I'm saying? But that's food for thought. You do the dishes. I am Latoine.